You were mentioning his stats there in the pregame as being a very strong player, so it makes sense that he's going to be the one. He's going to start with a flash up for his teammates to try and go for a peek, but nothing comes of that. In fact, Hibber falls in a 1-for-1 trade. The heals at least taken out of the scenario, so the damage done to their Omen will remain, and in fact it will be finished off as well with Patatek falling. Animel now have B-site control. They should get a plant and a man advantage for the post plant.
Nice he just fought on the spot about that.
Oh, that's a nice shot. Up from above, Mixwell takes one, but that's not going to be enough. The 2v2 emerges, and they at least know where Polvi is. They've cleared out the backside as well, so this is pretty much confirmed that both these players are towards the wall. Zeke, caught up by the nade. It's going to tickle him up a little bit as he swings, and that's a out on a double opening. Hibber oh wait, he's in the danger zone right now. Artist takes him down. Nicely done, but so much more still to recover. Polvi's walked out on the site. He's got control. They know there's a player in heaven, but they also know he has a Bookie or a Spectre at very best, and it looks like he has swapped over to the Spectre at this point. I did that in an even better position. This retake is very staggered, very slow, and it's just going to cost them as they get caught off guard. He offered up that opportunity, but misses the timing. Oh, maybe he doesn't. That would work with Mixwell, especially coming out on mid. Great flash and great kill. Out of there he goes. Give up vent control, sure. If you look at it this way, the map control that you have in vent when you don't have anybody, like, you look at the positions on B. Nobody is playing upper B, nobody's peeking in the mid. It's worthwhile giving them that control in exchange for a kill, because this angle that he's holding now is just so strong. There's the feet, and there's the kill. Another one. You know, they're just walking into it, lands to the slaughter.
Just basically 3 frags, and you can see how his flashes with his aftershock, everything is useful here. He's going to be instrumental to the defenses here. But you're not going to see it because everyone else will be taking the frags.
One enemy remaining.
For the defenders.
Sometimes you're feeling it. You want to go for the play, but this time it has not paid off. And I think this is a the spray. It was still nice considering he was blind. It's just a crosshair placement, right? And then you just intuitively spray away, keep it at roughly head height, and you might get a kill out of it. And indeed he did, or at least you stopped him pushing you at the very worst. So for Hibber, 1v3, spotted out. I mean, he already threw the flash, so they knew where he was. And that paranoia is absolutely sublime. Unfortunately, it also blinded Cypher, so he wasn't quite able to swing out and take the kill. It's not too often you'll see it entered into B traditionally, but now with that kill, this is where you start to really consider it. Moving up forward, flash goes through, Mixwell, blind, but he walks under it. Really nice reaction. And he stayed in the smoke versus a Sheriff, though, and the punishment is there immediately. Polvi hasn't got blast packs. So if he pops that ult, he's going to be he's not going to be very mobile, excuse me. And that could come with a pretty hefty cost.
Which is not bad when your opponent doesn't know where you are. But now it's too late. But he goes for it.
Oh. He gets it.
He still gets piff. Wow. I actually didn't see that coming.
Yeah, no, I didn't imagine. Ooh, Patatek. He's up in heaven. He's dropped down to sight now. Close range again versus these Sheriffs. Never really ideal. The spray is good. And he's got it.
Someone is pushing it.
Okay. With Polvi down, they lose a lot of the control that they had now, knowing there could be a player coming up the ramp. It's going to delay them in pushing through as they now look to push onto the site. The wall is still blocking them off from the reinforcements coming in from spawn. So again, this is just time consuming, right? It means it's going to take a lot longer for them to actually do something. Paranoia hit Patatek, stops him from really doing anything, but here's Zeke's reaction. Rolling Thunder. That's one kill at least. They saw the player flowers, I thought, but they dealt with them anyways. And then Hibber is just process of where they all come from, because I think most players come from Counter-Strike from my experience, but maybe that's because mine. Why has he done that? In Counter-Strike you wouldn't do that, Patatek, so you got no excuses. Maybe in Overwatch, I don't know. But
I feel like a lot of pro players have the really bad habit of switching to a weapon, you know, like a knife, and just looking at it like this. Polvi just went for the inspect button, right? Swing it a few times, maybe even make a spray and you know, show your position.
It's a nice dodge. Well done by Zeke, dealing with these guys perfectly until that. He had run out of ammunition by the end of it, so the reload needs to come in anyways. Res, thankfully, they did an economy res previous round, so they can get back up into a 3v3. Because the problem is now, there could be a peak there, but the player actually backed off completely and then gets shut down as Hibber falls. Things do get quite dangerous. You get okay. Well, That's not ideal. Kev is so low. They're easily able to trade that. They even go out with the classic, having the info in one-shot range with the Phantom, playing that position. Whereas, say, for example, you're playing B, you can definitely use the Phantom. It's almost preferred at times. Because if you peek close, you're in one-shot headshot most of the time. Oh, man, how's Mixwell getting away with a second peek? He's going to go for more. You know he is, but Paulvy punishes him, thankfully, this time. Then even gets a second. This has turned from an insanely good start to a very, very poor position. I don't like that he's pushing when he's still like 30 HP. I'd rather wait for the full health heal up, but hey, it's all about timing, I guess, getting out to the site. They don't know the Patatech is snuck up behind into B main. That's one free kill, but now that he's known, the paranoia has to go out. Another duel that goes his way. Can they win it? The 2v2 kept has done well to trade it back. TP into backside, confirming they're both here. He saw them both. That's really important information now under his belt. Allows his teammate to stop worrying about a heaven flank. He's TP'd. They saw him on the right side, but this is supposed to serve as a distraction as his teammate comes up behind. Timing's a little bit... Okay.
What?
He's low HP and he just swung on them, and now here comes Pip to save the day.
Brimstone and Viper, an example, or Omen and Viper in the same team. I feel like that warrants a bit more Phantom usage just because you don't want to show your positioning to shoot through the smokes. Or when you're an Omen, an example, and you blind people and don't want to give away your position.
Yeah, oh, 100%. That's another aspect, not just the range that comes into play. It makes well. Previously, he was controlling mid. He got a double kill, but then overpeaked and ended up leaving it in a clutch scenario. This time, he's backing off, not wanting to give too much away, but Pith, I don't even blame that play. He was coming up to try and trade out. Oh, it's a 3v2, and they're popping so much. Luckily, they've actually popped the showstopper in return as an answer to stop anybody pushing. After the Rolling Thunder came through, it's just a deterrent, you know? Once you pop Rolling Thunder, you're going to push them, so you activate the showstopper to say, hey, don't push me. So, Lothar, G2 are kind of throwing this one. We finished one of our sentences with inting in the pre-show.
This is a good example of this.
Yeah.
It was a 3v2 and not a single trade was prepared for G2. So this might actually go Animel way unless Patatech and Zeke will do their job. And he made it. I mean, that was a good setup as well.
They're making the wrong decisions a lot, and they know that. They're just playing confident. They're just playing it's the very typical interview. We're playing our own game. I noticed Looker did it earlier. But it is.
But yeah, 100%. This is the moment where G2 just is not tilted at all. They probably just laugh in the voice comms and they...
Steve, correct me if I'm wrong, Lothar. If they win this, they'll play versus NIP.
Yeah, that is correct.
They're out for revenge, literally.
The redemption story for G2 or for NIP is going to be a huge success. Well, we'll see. First, they have to go through Animel and look at...
Most of the time, that's a direct quote, but oh, you're dead. Brave attempt, but one that has not paid off. Artist is behind the cage, and he's caught. Like a bad game of hide and seek. And triple tagged up by the Aftershock. This could be pretty interesting. They finish the point quickly. They don't have a dedicated IGL. They just call whenever you feel like you've got a good idea, which is normal in most teams, right? If you really feel like you've got a good idea, you can call, and the IGL won't get mad. But generally, there's a go-to, right? And so his ideas will prevail, and you'll be playing by his idea of how to play the game. By his... I can't think of like mantra, but when you come up against a team that doesn't have that, it's very hard to predict them because they don't play by one set of rules. They play by however the hell they feel like. In the moment, Zeke, nice little tap. He's got 1v3. This was a good round from Animel. They executed into the A site while I was making the point. But, oh, come on, Zeke! What? He's got 3! Headshot after headshot. 8 bullets left. Player behind him. He has no idea. Surely not. Come on! Zeke's got it with a 4K. Got enough time to defuse. And if this doesn't show why G2 are just super confident, right?
Many pizzas.
Many pizzas.
That's a telegraph teleport. Let's see if it pays out. They didn't get it. Control Hilber with the kill. 22 HP. It repositions. He has the chance to kill another one, but unfortunately dies to a flying Zeke.
Flying Zeke, and the right clicks coming through. I mean, that's the problem with playing against the Classic, right? You're not safe. You're never safe. Flying, running, doesn't matter. Right clicks are
Classic. My favorite gun from the pistols.
Yeah, I thought you were just going to say your favorite gun full stop. Hey, you want a Vandal? No, I'm good. Classic. I'll drop every round. That'd be a useful teammate if you could pull it off. A 2v3, let's see if they can pull off this clutch. G2 so far have been pretty flawless, and it's what we were expecting, it's what we were anticipating. I didn't quite expect the previous round to go as it did. Zeke, stop it, man. It's a 1v1. Give them some room to breathe. Halfway stuck. Oh, he's just gonna full stick it. Pros don't fake. Zeke, no clutch this time, because Mookie's come in. I mean, look at it this way. What does he have to lose?
Yeah, that's true.
Nice pre-nade by Animel outside. It actually caught where Cypher was standing to throw out his cage. Doesn't do too much for them. Spreads back and forth. LV, Zeke, okay, here we go. Things are looking a lot better for G2 in this round. They've got the site, they've got heals up, and they're planting the spike. But if you're looking at... we swapped there, I really thought that was a G2 player. It would make sense to be in heaven at this point because they're G2. But they're full stacked up. I have never seen G2... Look at this!
Yeah, they have to change the positioning a little bit.
Oh, you nasty boys. They're up on top of the wall. And they're playing a head peek angle that I would be incredibly surprised if it's checked. Blast pack play through, but it's caught. There's a firing squad here. And it's just not possible for Animal. Sight's a little bit more open. There's a res already to take Mixwell back into the action. And you raise... oh, and Omen. Raise and Omen are super, super low. So that heal could have actually been very useful. But one tap by Polvi. Oh, see the HP. The HP is what does him there. He only got hit once, but that was enough because he was so low.
I mean, this is done and dusted as well. Hibber, unless he wakes up the Logan inside him.
I think even Logan, it might even be past Logan to win a round like this. Because especially they have the Rolling Thunder online, right? And Pandem and the player in lobby who's completely fine to take that fight. And for Animel, okay, another comes through. Here we go. We could be looking at number 4 on the board. G2, they want to close it out here and now, but it's going to have to be a clutch to do so. They're playing a bonus round that they haven't full forced up, and that's unfortunate. A headshot delivered again. Oh, it's dangerous when some small little glimmer of hope to Animel. On the defense, oh, I like the confidence. They're straight down mid. They're rushing it in, looking for kills, and they've already got one. This is exactly how you play versus G2. You try to beat them at their own game, bring the no respect play. And, well, Mixwell tried to do it as well, but he's just being punished. A shutdown at the start, and Animel looking good, with Patatek having to make a huge clutch. Although he has got a sneaky little position. He should at least... oh, the timing. The timing has done him. I thought that...
fast play.
I have to say, it's not just the fact that they dash down mid. It's... you said who would do that? Who would do that versus G2? That's what they're thinking. They're sat there going, but did they know they're playing us? Do they know that?
Yeah.
Did they...
this is where G2 commentating like, who does that stuff?
Yeah. Did you guys put streamer mode on before this game? Is that what this is? I think it's ranked. It might be. It might be. And it's looking like if it was ranked, Animel are the ones that won't have someone leaving within 4 minutes and then have to play 4v5 the whole game.
Okay. That kill on Polvi wasn't needed. I just wanted to compliment how Animel plays this round well because they didn't lose any economy yet, right? They lost a raise with a frenzy. Basically, no damage done. Like, she didn't lose anything. But then Polvi peaked at 20 HP and lost a Spectre. That is not something I like. And the full buy. So they're fully committing.
Oh my. Oh my. Look at the damage done. Zigateras is so low, running away, hopping into elbow to heal himself up. And with that, I mean, G2, they still have the advantage. Obviously, the health isn't going to be fully repaired either. The armor's gone. But I do look at this side of Animel. They have that operator. It's holding down a solo for now. But as Hibber falls, they actually double stick down. They obviously heard the TPs. They've cleared out long now. This is really good. So G2 think they're going to be running into a lighter position, but instead there's 2 players here. Oh, Polvi, I don't like that. Up above he went. Now he's got his ultimate, so a little updraft wouldn't be too bad. Dodges away from the nades, only takes a bit of damage. And here's where the round starts to spiral, because Audi go able to do the same and evade any kind of capture, use their own smoke against them. In fact, they put it down there to stop anyone else peeking. Mookie in with one. The spray is so close, but Zigateras not going to be landing the frag just yet. A 5 versus 3. Man advantages going towards Animel. This is a full buy for G2. I said before,
there's still the res from Sage, and because of the positioning on the map, they basically always have that res.
Last player standing.
But no losses are. There's one. Zeke gets
peeking so much as well. You can see Patatek,
right?
He's always been rather a very aggressive player, but you want to get those smokes down first, and that's what he does after peeking. Pops the smokes, Mookie's in with one. Showstopper going to be popped, but no reward for it. And with that, man disadvantage. They've invested 2 ultimates already. They've invested full smokes. They've at least got the spike down and 2 kills right after. Hello, G2. Welcome to the server. Rez comes in onto Hibber, and Polvy's covering fire, but Zeke able to take him down. Showstopper returned. Everybody's investing ultimates into this round. Animel want to keep it going. They don't want G2 to build up any momentum of their own. A shock dart, ready and waiting, firing over, landing in preemptively. Another on its way. Here it comes, landing in, doing damage, getting a kill as well. They don't know where Pith is. A 1v1, and
headshotted through the truck while full sprinting with the Vandal.
Hey, he lost a lot of armor as well. Okay, fair enough. Hibber, interesting. He gets shot in the back there. Artist attempting to make this happen. You can see they've got TP open. Pith is going to be crossing through into Hookah, so presumably there's the teleport. They're going to move to site. Cage goes up to ensure no reinforcements. They know Sage is stuck. They know she's inside the tube as well, because that recon isn't revealing her. There's the trade, and oh, Pith almost got killed by that one, but they're going to be spotted. Oh, he's looking the wrong way, and they've been collided.
Really goes intimate from the elbow.
Prepare for hellfire.
Wow, is it with double kill from there? Really? That was actually insanely valuable trade. Even though it was an echo, he got out the Brimstone ult and got a double kill. He's feeding his ultimate, by the way. This is 3 hours for the next round. Even if they're gonna lose this one, he's gonna have it ready basically for the next round.
And for G2, the time is now really to start answering up, but the 2v4, they've given up a lot of control. Patatek crosses over. He'll go for this plant.
Left.
Oh, no, he's going to elbow. This is dangerous. Mookie gets taken down. It's a 2v2. The HP is so low. But the thing is, now they can play angles that aren't quite expected. They can potentially catch them completely off guard. Recon goes over, spots both. No one shot it. Still no one shot it. Still no one shot it. Just tank all 3 shots. Why not? They were hoping someone would peek off the back of it, but nobody did. Patatek eventually comes in, doesn't find the kill. Artist trying to go for the head peek, but he's shut down. They know exactly where Patatek is. Recon comes over. Patatek gets in position first. Oh, 1 bullet away. Polvy on 10 health.
Next round happens. Mixwell with the opening. Artist with the ultimate. They get double kills. Mixwell's opening the site like a can of tuna.
Pulling it over.
Will he get the third? He hears the reload. Jiggle peeks to check the angle.
Oh, come on. With the pistol, the headshot and everything, that was close. Damage done. The shock darts through to try and finish off what was started. Now down to just 1 hit. The boombot, oh, Artist, you sneaky boy, he comes through, but the heal was underway. Hibber takes a few more bullets and gets rezzed right back up. A 3v3, Mookie in danger. If he gets 1 or 2 kills from this position, it could end the round, and he almost gets both. But Zeke has such fast reactions, lightning quick. Pith on the flank. Hello, there's a close range picture.
Standing.
That one's going to cost him, but Pith comes out, spots 1, takes the kill, runs away. Just going to play nice and passive now, run down the clock, run down the time. He's going for the halfway stick. Peek comes out, player's still on it, but now he comes off. Pith has to peek.
Go get him.
I mean, that ultimate is interesting. Traded back with the showstopper. Hibber gets it done, but here we go. Showstopper for showstopper. It must go on, but not this time. Well, the round does. As G2, they're going to struggle to get into the A site on the retake here for Animel, but they have the man advantage. That's the upside. They've TP'd up behind, so they're causing a couple extra angles to be worried about. Patatek clearing that bathroom as we speak. Artist. Oh, this is so good. The way those smokes have worked out, but he gets spotted. Still good for 1. Nose Jets here as well. On low HP with an op. Shock Dart goes through the rush, but Polvy runs out of ammo and goes down. Ziggs with it all in his hands. He got 1, but close. He's not expecting. Oh, the blast pack play, but it's not going to work. Poor old Hibber goes down. Good ultimate to start it off. Pith with another. And considering, you know, at this point we're looking at likely 4 on the board. That 5 rounds that I said at the start, I wanted G2 to get, or rather, I didn't want G2 to get if you're an Animel fan. Is very, very obtainable. Love to deal with these weaker weapons. Oh, nice stuff by Zeke. Zeke has been so clean. I know we said about his consistency and his ability, but his headshots have just been on point. Speaking of which, Patatek in with one of his own, leaves it all down to Mucky. A 1v4 that is caught outside the smoke as well. Mucky, oh, he's in danger. He's being tagged. He wants to get around that corner before he's fully pursued. And it looks like he'll make it away. The pre-fire actually cost him his life. Patatek in with another. They're going to spot all these players now, which doesn't fare too well, because you can see Kev was just spotted straight through the smoke. Spammed down. Here's a recon that's going to reveal the player is already dead, so it doesn't matter. Leaving Zig all by himself. And with that, and something that we mentioned though, and that the reason I was being so reserved. Oh, Mixwell, that's a missed dash, a mistake, and an opening kill for Animel. This is exactly what they want. Pick up the pistol. At least the opening duel of it. They still have to deal with Pith on the back of the site, and they do so quite well. Nade comes through and does a bit of team damage, almost kills Mucky, in fact. But they'll get that spike plant. We mentioned how G2, you know, they can be slow to start because they just play super puggy, and then they come right back into it. This is what we're seeing. Zeke, I don't know how none of those shots hit. RNG really not on his side. Now he's all alone. 1 kill, but 2 more to go. That was close. They play the same as the first map, right? Playing super loose, they're giving away rounds. And then if Animel actually start to come back and start to really perform, you get to this point where you're like, oh, guys, we threw it, you know? It gets really frustrating to play. This is it's not the best smoke. It's a little bit too high because they can still see through it and shoot back. That's exactly what they're doing. Patatek able to take down 1, but that's going to be just about it. Mixwell, hey, I'm glad it's not just the Alliance guys that like to take the shorty, as he's just flying around there, but it's on Jet, a little bit more viable. Of course, Patatek's just got a 4K. You just see on the line just yet. The thing is, with that camera still online, they can tag and try to go for some plays through the smoke or get late round information on whether or not this is still a hookah control, right? Or how many players are in there. Really, really valuable to leave it online. The rush out on site, that's so smart, combining it. Mixwell, great shot, looks for more, but Artis is already dealing the damage, leaving just 1 player who is very quickly dealt with. That was a scoreline that's starting to get a little bit upsetting. That bot actually going to completely spot out Pulvy. Now he's in danger. He's trying to updraft. Oh, that's as soon as you updraft there, you are dead if you get hit. Because he knows you're in the air. Yeah, he knows you got to come down. It's nice and easy. With that, 4-3. G2, man advantage. Holding down the A site with 4 players, but already, or 3 players, excuse me, already rotating over, but Mixwell doesn't need any help. And he's slowly walking towards long as well. Weapon out. Little bit too late. But it's okay. His teammates are rotating in position. Nate goes out. Zeke finds himself time to get around through elbow, and he has a showstopper if it's needed. I think all in all, this should be a relatively clean one for G2 on the retake.
You know, it's still possible. They all go 1 by 1 from different directions. Let's see if Patatek waits for Piff because he's far away. Zeke goes in, dies, still gets the 1v1 fountain. Entire B is already taken. Oh, unfortunately, they lose Zeke, but then a double kill.
Oh no! Artis, he gets shut down at least in the end, but quickly picked off 1 on the side. The wall is at least up, but Keft just gets dropped straight away. Hibber in a 1v3. Spike down, spotted by the cam. Pretty much everything's going against him right now. Removes the dart, but he's still got so much to do. That nade, oh, that nade could be huge. There's a Cypher over there with low HP, but he makes it out. Look at the map, or up the top of the player bar. He's 1 HP, literally 1 HP, and he finishes.
To have such an aggressive stance. Oh, that smoke actually outplayed the bot. So Hibber didn't check the angle at all because he was certain there's no one there.
So perfect by Mixwell. It's 8 to 9.
Small things. Small things that matter.
I said that if they got 5 rounds, I worried for Animel. If G2 got 5 rounds in the first half, they got 5. And this is why I was worried. We're about to reach double digits potentially. This has got to be a big hold by Animel, but they've got ultimates to do it. Hunter's Fury still in play. This is the important part of the game. They can't fade off now, and that's so unfortunate. Zig only getting the 1. They move towards the site. Rez coming through from Zig. Triple killed by Pith off screen, and Patatek calling
kills. Zig doesn't do what he does best, so being consistent was not the name of the game in this round. and then Piff just runs away with a run like that.
Oh man, look, and see, even when you try to counter G2's aggression on the defensive side, Mixwell does that. Comes out with a double, continues to push forward, and goes into a share. That's where the kind of the random aspects go. It's the wrong decision, but they'll do it because they're G2, and that's just how this works. Hunter's Fury taking down Artis. Things are... No, he didn't, because they would know he was there if it even flew up in the air. I think he's lining it up. Yeah, there. He's going to pop it now once they tap the spike so that it goes out and they can shoot through the smoke. So it's up above. They've destroyed it without any bursts, and Patatek took down Mookie. They presume that Kev is here. He's spraying. He's not getting him. Time is almost up, and the defuse inside are behind.
Shadows traveling. Cover going out.
Interesting. And also interesting play by Animel. 4 people going from hookah.
They've got on the side and they've got a plant. This is pretty nice if they plant the spike. They're delaying quite a lot. G2 are already back in position, but looks like they won't be punished for it all too harshly. Spike goes down. Everybody's being spotted by the recon. Zeke with a wall bang, and this is getting dangerous. Mixwell goes out. The trade is there from Zeke, and now 1v2. Zig has got it all to do. Doesn't know there's a player coming up behind him. And Elbow tries to force the fight, but it's just not to be.
A few seconds later, so it didn't go his way, but it was a valiant effort, and Mixwell just does that in the meantime.
Of course, it's Mixwell just swinging out, taking kills, taking frags.
Out of charges.
What you like to see. But with a 4 versus 4 as it pushing behind them, because obviously they've lost. Excuse me, they don't have the ability to use like a Cypher to lock it down as you would normally have. So instead, you got to commit the Lurker to it. Here's the ult in play. Still looking for a victim. He's just a second too late. If that was or too early. If that popped a second later, he'd be go. That's a double. Very close to it. Good damage done to another player.
Good damage. Yeah. Worth it for sure.
This is just falling apart. Hold on. Mixwell dealt with to put this into a 2v3. 1v3. It's all up to Artis. He wants to come in towards Lams. He's stampeding his way. Artis with a double. It's all down to just one. And the running spray. The big difference in like checking the left side instead of the right. Let's see if Pith walks around this corner. He could be dead. But if he waits, Mookie might walk straight into Mixwell's operator that's currently holding the angle that he wants to peek. There's Pith distracting in the shot by Mixwell. Double opening as well because both those kills go their way. This now puts them right back into the advantageous spot, and they've seen the spike fall. So they know it's outside of the A side, at least for now. They're ready for Hipper. They take him down, and it's a 4 versus 2. This is looking like it might be the end of Animel after a damn good attempt in this map. The first one was a massacre, but they have looked a lot better on Bind. I want to say because of G2 having a very slow start, like 7-1 from there, G2 have turned up. But, oh god, Zeke, what a way to close it as well. The blast back boop pops himself out in the open.